Hello everyone, welcome to Lighthouse Stamping with Lorraine. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Vancouver, Washington. Thank you for joining me today. Before we get started, the housekeeping notes, all the product I'm using and all the dimensions are listed below. There's a link to my online store if you wish to purchase any of these products. There's a link to my Facebook group. We love to have you join that. There is my email address if you have any questions. And finally, remember to like, share, and subscribe and help me grow in YouTube world. And you may have noticed I have a little bit of a cracky voice. I lost my voice for about 5 days. It is back, but very weak, as you can tell. So we're going to proceed, and if I crack or lose my voice, we're just going to go for it. So today we're going to be playing with an online suite that was released on September 3rd. It's called Gathering Together. It's right here, but you can find it under there, and I will have all the product numbers listed below. So let's see what's in this suite. Well, first off, there is this beautiful stamp set with all these wonderful things. Leaves, acorns, mushrooms, wonderful verses. I love them. And there is dies. There's all these lovely dies. These are ones you can actually stitch with. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a stitching video. I have done stitching videos in the past, but they're really nice. Or you can just die and cut them and this way and leave the holes in the paper below can shine through too. So very nice. So that's the die set and the stamps. And then another part of this suite is the Gathering Leaves embossing folder. You can see them better. They actually go like this. If you look at the folder, they're going this direction, but I guess you can see them somewhat there. Very nice. And then also with this suite is Early Espresso and Old Olive Linen Thread Pack, which is very nice. And then for some bling, we have Cajun Craze and Gold Dots. And so, let me get them out of the package here and see if I can hold these up. They're Cajun Craze with gold flecks in them. They call them dots, but they're flecks. If I can hold those up. You see, oh, there you can. They're very pretty. And then the other thing that comes with this suite is some beautiful DSP. I'm going to tell you the colors in this before we get going through here. It is Basic Beige, Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, Early Espresso, Old Olive, and Champagne Foil. They call it Champagne Foil. It looks like gold foil to me, but champagne if they want to. So anyhow, we have one side has the foiling on it. It's very pretty. And then we have a neutral. This is little checks with beige. Then we have Old Olive striped paper with the champagne and Early Espresso on the back. Then we have a plaid with the champagne. And this is Early Espresso with the little dots. And we have another piece of leafed paper. I'm going to pull the other one up over here. This one has Cajun Craze, Beige, and Early Espresso. This has Beige, Early Espresso, Cajun Craze, and Crushed Curry. Oh, and the back side is sort of this beigey wood grain. Then we have this one here, which is little leaves, little mushrooms. They're hard to see, the little mushrooms. I don't know if you can see them on there. They're right in here, some little acorn. They're very faint. They're out of beige. And then we have a beautiful plaid on the other side of that. And then we have another leaf pattern, which has all the colors in it. So we have three really nice, distinctive leaf patterns. And the back one of this is Cajun Craze with that little leaf. So that is the DSP for this package. Sweet. So, what are we making today? Well, we're going to keep it very simple today. We have an envelope. And we have this little card here. just like that. Something really sweet. So, and I'm going to tell you, I've pulled in some colors that are not with this paper. This paper lends itself to other colors. I'm going to be pulling in Blackberry Bliss, Real Red, and Mossy Meadow. You can pull in other colors, and they look great with this. So, let's get started with our stamping. First off, we are using the Postage, Perennial Postage stamps. We're using the largest one here. I think it's the largest one. Hang on. Yeah, the largest. We use the largest one. I already cut it, so we've got that one. And then the one that goes right here, which is a square, that is approximately 2 by 2 of the postage dies. So we're going to use that. I need a scrap of white and my envelope. And I do need the inside of my card base, which is 4 by 5 1/4. So just lay all these guys out here. We're going to turn this way. So let's start with, let's do our sayings first. The sayings are going to be in Early Espresso. Pull this a little closer to me, and I want to line that up right in the center. Just like that. I'm going to set these over here. I have so much stuff on my desk right now. So our other sentiment is, that first one was thank you. Your friendship means the world to me. I'll put that right across the top. And what else do we need in early? That was it for Early Espresso. Try to think of everything we need while I've got each of the inks out. The next we need is Cajun Craze. And we are going to be stamping this leaf here on our scrap paper. That's the Cajun Craze. We need that one. And on my Cajun Craze, I need, there's these cute little dashes. There's also some like plaid marks too. And I'm going to put a little clump down here in the corner on the inside, and then on the outside of my envelope. Just like that. And I believe that's it for Cajun Craze. I'm not doing these in any particular order. I'm just doing them in the order I come to this ink pad. Next one is Real Red. Real Red is our mushroom. We're going to do the mushroom 3 times. We're going to do it on the inside of our card, and we're going to just nestle that mushroom down into there. So that's the inside of our card. Set that off to the side. 1 for die cutting, and 1 for our envelope. And that is it for Real Red. Next is crushed curry. We're going to do the big leaf in the crushed curry. And these are distinctive, so you can see all the modeling, and so they give that distinctive pattern. So that's Old Olive, or Old Olive, crushed curry. Pecan Pie is going to be our little acorn. And you can mix these up. They don't have to be in the colors I've chosen. Old Olive is going to be another leaf. Oh, I didn't do that one very well. Let's try that again. That's better. And finally, our Blackberry Bliss is the little sprig of berries. Just like that. And that is all of the stamping. Just one moment. So we need to die cut all these pieces out. I'm going to tell you, there is 2 dies for this one here. That does help speed things along. But also to help speed things along is the magic of cutting them out before the video started. Well, I was being very quiet. So there we go. There's all our pieces cut out. So let's build this card now. We need a piece of Mossy Meadow that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and burnished. And we're going to go ahead and put the inside of our card in right now. This would be an easy card to mass produce. I don't send out too many fall cards, just a few. Okay, then I took a piece of Cajun Craze and die cut it with the largest postage die. And we're going to center that right in the middle here. Oh, got a little glue there, but that's okay. And then I have a piece of our paper, and I picked the one that had all the colors in it. But you could pick any one you wanted. So, and this piece of paper is 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. Like I said, all the dimensions are listed below. And we're going to put that right in the center here. Just like that. And now we're going to build our focal point. I'm going to set that off to the side. And I'm going to grab our little piece here. Now you could use glue, or you could use what I'm using. I'm using glue dots to do this. Just because I'm using a little bit of glue. But to start off, glue dots are pretty easy. And I've decided I wanted to change this from what I did originally. And I'll show you the original one in a few minutes. But glue dots work easy for this. And and it's just a piece to hold it there while I'm working. So I'm going to put that one there. And I'm going to put the green one. Like I said, glue works fine. Little tape would work. Because we are going to pop this all up on dimensionals. Oh, I got him too far back. Hang on. Got to move my glue a little bit. There we go. We'll put the mushroom and the acorn on in a minute. And this one I'm going to set here on this side. Like I said, I'm changing this a little bit from the original. And then one for this. Make sure I've got this right at the end of these little berries. Just like that. And I could continue with the glue dots, but I'm going to use glue to glue these on now. And then this one is going to go at the top and sort of at an angle. And this one's going in the bottom. Down here like that. We just built this little focal point. And then we're going to grab the dimensionals. down here. And I want a little piece for use a mini or cut a little one nice like I did. A little smaller there. And then we do the peeling thing. Now you could take and put this on and just, you know, stick them underneath and stuff, but I liked building ahead of time sometimes. So there it is. And then we're going to try to position this as close to center as we can. Not committing yet. Want to make sure it's fairly straight before I commit. Just like that. And then I tied a little bow. Now the first one I used the old olive, but this one I'm using is Early Espresso. And I'm not putting it on the same side. I'm going to put this one off to this side this time. I'm going to show you the difference between the two cards. Because you can do whatever you want with this. I'm just going to grab a little glue dot here. And stick your fingers to the glue dot. But this is just a little double with the Early Espresso. Just like that. And then we need some bling. So we're going to use some of this lovely Cajun Craze. We're going to put a large one here and medium one here. You know what, I'm going to put a little one next to the big one this time. I changed in my mind. And that is our beautiful fall card. So last week I showed you the other autumn set, Autumn Toile. And now we've got this one. And those are basically our two basic fall, other than Halloween. And I'm going to, next couple days, going to create a couple more fall cards. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, but I'll figure out in the next day or two. And then somewhere, I believe the 18th of September, I'm starting my 25 days of Christmas. It'll be either the 18th or the 22nd. I haven't decided yet. Depends how many fall cards I want to make. So, thank you for joining me. Sorry about my voice. Hopefully by the time I film the next video, it will sound better. Take care. Goodbye.